Hey you guys, this is going to be my first tag video. It's talking about hair trauma, and it was started by Miss Vixen, and pretty much the tag just consists of talking about hair traumas, bad experiences, whether it was like a haircut or a perm or a color. So I wanted to share 2 stories with you because I've definitely had hair trauma over the past few years. Alright, I'm going to start off with the one that happened first. This happened in about 2005. It was after Hurricane Katrina, after I had to move from New Orleans to here in Georgia, and it's kind of where my just unfortunate happenings began. It had to start with my hair, of all the crap things that happened to me in Georgia. But anyway, it all started when need to get a relaxer, and we didn't know anybody here in Georgia. We didn't know who was good, who was that, so we're just like, we need a relaxer, because I think it had been like almost 6 months since my last relaxer because of all the craziness with the hurricane. I was just letting it grow and not really caring. So when we finally got someone to give us a relaxer, you know, my mom screened them, they seemed legit, and they seemed like they knew what they were doing. So I got my relaxer and did all that, and when it was over, about maybe like 2 days after I got my relaxer, my mom was just combing my hair, just helping me figure out a style, and then all of a sudden we both saw she found it. It was strands of hair that were super duper short. They were like my hair was, back then my hair was pretty much bra strap length, so it was like, I don't know, when hopefully you can see this, it was pretty much down here by my boob area. I don't know if you can see my breasts now, but yeah, they're small. But anyway, it was down, my hair was down a little bit past my boobs, and when mom was combing my hair, she found just, I don't know, I called them my antennas. It was just really, really short hairs, and she was like, oh my gosh, did you cut your hair? I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I saw it, I had patches of hair that were maybe like 1 inch long, and it started from like here, and then it kind of like made an S shape and went from up around my like my edges, like my scalp, and then it went all the way down, and then it like went in the back. And it was just a whole line of just really short hairs. Like the relaxer, they used such a strong relaxer that actually burned off my hair, and we're just like, oh my gosh, freaking out. So of course we never went back there again. They're like, oh my gosh, we're sorry, we can fix it. We're like, no, you've done enough just crapping up my hair. So that was hair trauma number 1. I had just mismatched lengths of hair in my head, all over my head. So I wasn't going to cut it because they were just like, well, we can cut. I'm like, no, because then I would be like having 1 inch worth of hair all over my head. So I just let them grow out, and they're finally out. Here's one. It's still really, it's not the same length as everyone else, but this hair was at once just up to my fingers like this long. And it sucked when it was starting to grow out because they would never lay down, especially the ones in the front. They would just be up. It'd be like 3 of them, and that's why I kept calling them like my 3 antennas. So yeah, that was hair trauma number 1, and I'm still recovering from that. Obviously, they're not as long as they need to be. Hair trauma number 2, this was over a long period of time. When we found like other people to do my relaxers, like always, I would get my hair trimmed after the relaxer. Tell me why you can tell those people that you only want like, you know, ½ an inch to 1 inch for your trim, and they're like hacking off 2 or 3 inches of hair. You guys, I went from bra strap length to, when all of that craziness was over, I was up to shoulder length. you know how upset I was? I cried. I still cry to this day, actually, thinking about it, because it was just horrendous. Just seeing my hair as the months went by, just getting shorter and shorter and shorter, because some people would mess up. It's like, oh, I need to fix it, so they would cut even more. So by the end, I had almost no hair. We're like, you know what? No, we're not doing this anymore. My mom cut my hair, because it's just like, my mom was like, if I take you to any more people, you're gonna end up bald-headed, because we've actually seen that happen. The wife of our pastor, at the church we were going to, because they have migrated from New Orleans to Georgia as well, his wife, she had beautiful hair. She was maybe like armpit length, and when it was all over, she just cut it all off and she just went natural. She just chopped it all off, because she had gotten a very bad relaxer. She went from like armpit length to like neck length, and it was all patchy and gross. So she's like, I can't deal with this. So she just shaved it all off and went natural. And it's just like, I know she was upset. She cried too. And you know, we come to Georgia and it's like we've already been through hell and back, and then you're just bringing us through more hell by crapping up our hair. But like, what I thought also when all those bad cuts were happening, do you guys think that some black beauticians, when they see people who have naturally long hair, they purposely try to cut more than they need to? Because these people, we told them we want an inch, or you know, an inch and a half, an inch worth cut off, but they're cutting off like, they're not giving us trims, they're giving us cuts, and that's not what we want. We want it trimmed. We want, you know, we set the amount like just this much, and they're like taking out buku inches. So do you guys think that? I think that now. I didn't before, but after what I've been through and seeing how much hair I lost, and I feel like I really didn't need to, especially when we told them this is how much we want trimmed off, and they don't listen, or they have their own agendas. I don't know what it is, but yeah, that was very traumatic. That happened in 2005, so what, almost 6 years ago? But yeah, those were my hair traumas. A terrible relaxer I'm still recovering from, and all those terrible, they weren't trims, they were haircuts pretty much. So yeah, that's another reason why I decided to go on a hair journey. So I'm almost there. I'm armpit length now, yay! So hopefully in a few more months to a year or something, hopefully I'll be back to pre-Katrina length of hair, because I miss my length. Once I get to bra strap length, I'm just gonna keep it at that. I'm not gonna get any more. But yeah, this was a tag video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and you know, leave a comment on your experiences either on this video or Miss Vixen's video that I'm posting this to. But yeah, that was my horrible experiences, and I hope I would never wish that on anybody else, because that should never happen. Especially if you're going to a beautician, you're trusting them with your hair. You know, you've been growing this out for years, and then they just mess it up. Just one day just changes your whole life, and it was awful. It was just awful. Alright, I hope you guys enjoyed my video, my rant, and I'll see you guys.